Very warm welcome to our biology class. Students, in this class we are going to understand regarding male external genitalia, that is penis, and even male accessory glands. In my previous video, I have already explained you regarding the other parts of male reproductive system, about the testes and regarding the accessory ducts. All that has explained in my previous video. The link is given in the description box. You can please check and even observe that video to understand about the male reproductive system. Whatever the penis is there, students, it is the male external genitalia and it is made up of the specialized tissue. To know that what specialized tissues are present in this penis, we'll just take the cross section of it and we will represent all the tissues present inside it. We used to find the specialized tissues, what the NCERT says, they are present in the form of 3 bundles here. Whatever the 2 upper bundles are there, they are called as corpus cavernosum, and the lower one bundle is called as corpus spongiosum. These are the specialized tissue, students. In NCERT, they are not given the name of what specialized tissues are there, but NCERT just says that there are the specialized tissues are there. Try to remember the names of the specialized tissue, corpus cavernosum and corpus spongiosum. Both these tissues have a spongy-like nature. Whenever the man is become sexually excited, by that time blood rushes into this, and it will be going to be remains inside the penis for the certain period whenever the man is under the sexual excitement, and the remaining of the blood in the corpus cavernosum and corpus spongiosum leads into the erection of the penis, and such erection of the penis at the time of sexual excitement is going to help in insemination. It is one of the very important event in the sexual reproduction. Without insemination, further events of sexual reproduction are not able to occur. With the help of the insemination, what happens? Male gamete is going to be deposited into the female reproductive tract, and both those gametes are come closer with each other and they involved in the fertilization. But whatever the end of penis is there, students, it is slightly enlarged area is there. Whatever the end of the penis is there, students, it is slightly enlarged area is there, and whatever that enlarged area of the penis is there, it is called as glans penis, and it is highly touch sensitive, students. But this whatever the glans penis is there, it is covered by the loose skin. Of course, entire on all part of the penis there is a skin is there, but upon the glans penis there is a loose skin is present, and that loose skin on the glans penis is called foreskin. Remember that they will ask you the question regarding the glans penis, foreskin also. But sometime as a one step extended from this NCERT book, they may ask you what are all the specialized tissue present inside the penis. Try to remember those 2 names. But we used to find that the semen is going to brought through the urethra only. Then where does in this cross section urethra is located, students? In the corpus spongiosum. You will find the presence of urethra here, and this urethra is going to be opened at the tip of the penis, and that opening is called as urethral mattis. This is what all about male external genitalia. Then we will discuss regarding certain accessory glands are there. Male accessory glands are included seminal vesicles. Where we'll find the seminal vesicles? You will see here. There are the 1 pair of seminal vesicles are there. And there is a prostate gland. Where we'll find the prostate glands? Wherever ejaculatory ducts are joined to the urethra, that region is covered by the prostate gland. It is unpaired gland. It is an unpaired gland, and one more gland present in the form of pair at the base of penis. That glands are known as bulbourethral gland, and even they are called as Copper's glands. So these are the 3 accessory male reproductive glands are there. Out of these, two are paired, means the seminal vesicles are present in the form of pair, and bulbourethral gland or Copper's glands are present in a pair, but the prostate gland is unpaired male accessory gland. They will ask you, find out which one is the unpaired male accessory gland. Answer must be prostate gland by that time. Then all these glands are going to be activated and they start to secrete their content whenever the man is under the sexual excitement. And the seminal vesicle will start to secrete the content, as well as the prostate gland secretes the content, and Copper's glands are also keep on secreting the contents. All those three gland secretion is called as seminal plasma. You might be seeing the semen is the fluid like content. Then what is there in that seminal plasma? It is composed by fructose, calcium, and certain other enzymes also. This is what the composition of seminal plasma. What is the role of fructose here, students? The fructose is act as a nutrition for the sperms. What is the role of calcium then? Calcium helps in activation of the sperms. And what is the role of one more point I have mentioned here, students? They are the prostaglandins. Prostaglandins are going to act on the smooth muscles present in the ejaculatory duct, and they are helps in ejaculation of semen. And in addition to that, there are certain other enzymes are also there, and those enzymes are helping activation of sperm, making it to be fit to involved in the process of fertilization. But one more thing just I would like to add you here, students. Whatever this fructose is there, it is the fructose chemically differs from the fructose that what we are having along with our food. Because of that, this fructose is even well used to find out the rape cases. Now, all these gland secretion is called as an seminal plasma, and we have seen what is the composition of the seminal plasma. Suppose in this seminal plasma, if the sperms are going to be mixed up, then all together it leads into the formation of semen. You must have to remember the composition of semen. Semen made up of the seminal plasma. What are all there in the seminal plasma? I already told you. In addition to that, sperms are there. This is what the way how the semen is made up of. And here, the bulbourethral glands are plays very important role. They are not only help in making the seminal plasma, but they are even going to help in making the vagina to become lubricated while having a sexual activities. Means, suppose whenever the man becomes sexually excited, the transparent fluid started to come through that transparent fluid from the penis is nothing but the secretion of bulbourethral gland or the Copper's gland, and that secretion will makes the vagina to become neutralized also, and it is acting as a lubricant, reduce the friction between the vagina and penis. This is what about all the male accessory glands. I hope so, students. This small explanation about the penis and about the male accessory gland is helpful for you. Please keep on observing all the next videos also. So I try to bring the perfect information regarding the NCERT what they have written, and even solve the ahead questions whatever I have given here, and even try to answer all those questions in the comment box. Thank you for watching the video, students. Please share with your friends also, and write your valuable comments. That will really encourage me to go for making some other special videos for you all peoples. Thank you once again, students.